Welcome back to my bathroom. My name is Brittnee. I'm a real hairdresser, and today I'm going to show you a super simple technique to do a basic root touch-up for blondes, followed by a T18 toner, only using products from Sally's. Sally Beauty Supply. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe and like. I'm here for you every single week, twice a week on Wednesdays and Sundays. Today's product of choice is Color Ion, Color Brilliance, Bright White Cream Lightener. If you have a Sally's card, this will run you $10.62. I'll put the link to all these products that I could find on Amazon. It's in the description box below, as well as some timestamps if you want to skip around. I chose this cream lightener because we're going to be putting this directly on the scalp. Now you can use powder lightener, and it looks like this powder you mix with developer. You can use that, but it's not really recommended. It burns the hell out of your scalp if you're not careful and causes chemical burn, so it is recommended to use cream lightener because it has a lot of oils mixed in that will not allow your scalp to burn. Does that make sense? That didn't make sense. It's safer to put directly on the skin. You'll need a bowl and a brush to mix this up. If you don't have an actual color bowl, don't worry folks, we are in the bathroom. Don't be hard on yourself. You can use any kind of bowl but metal, so make sure it's glass, plastic, whatever you got. And a makeup brush. If you're using a makeup brush, make sure it's a, what's the word? I don't know the word I'm thinking of right now, but make sure it's like this and not like this, more compacted, I guess. Now to mix up this particular product, it's a 1:2 ratio. Every color line is different, so make sure you read the directions, folks, so you don't screwball this up, but this one is a 1:2 ratio, meaning if I use 1 ounce of this lightener cream, I'm gonna use 2 ounces of developer. Who's bothering me? Nobody ever texts me until I turn this camera on. Assuming you're watching this on the interwebs and you're probably in your bathroom like myself, you probably don't have a hairdressing scale. No worry folks, but you're gonna need to go to your kitchen and grab some sort of kitchen utensil. I'm going with the TBSP today, 1 tablespoon. You're gonna need to grab something similar so we can measure these correctly. I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 TBSP, 2 tablespoons of cream lightener. Once you put this in the bowl, you're gonna wanna tap this around a little bit with your brush or makeup brush, whatever you have, so that way it's a smooth consistency and it doesn't have any rocky or chunks in it. I'm gonna be using 30 volume today because I'm gonna be hauling ass. Use your own judgment here. If you're unsure, 10 and 20 volume is always a safe one to go with. If you need a little bit more in-depth explanation on this, I have a video I'll put up here. I'll also link it in the description box below if you don't want to click that right now, whatever. And again, it's a 1:2 ratio. So if I have 2 tablespoons of lightener, I'm gonna have 4 tablespoons of developer. Now you can go ahead and stir these two together. You should have a consistency, excuse me, if you're new here, I can't talk. You should have a consistency that looks similar to this. It should be pretty thick, meaning when you lift up the brush, it shouldn't slippery slope off. It should stick to the brush. We don't want bleach or lightener flying all over this damn bathroom. You're gonna wanna wear gloves, ladies, gentlemen. Glove up. If you don't have gloves, I guess you could put Ziploc bags on your hand, but you're really gonna need gloves because if you don't have gloves, it's gonna burn like hell. So get some gloves. They're free almost everywhere right now because of the pandemic. Just grab you a pair. Now we're gonna go ahead and section this off. Woo! Excuse me, I have not shampooed my hair in probably 2 weeks, I guess. And actually my roots aren't even bad at all. I really wanna get rid of this band of gold. See that? So I'm gonna go ahead and do a middle part. I would suggest you do the same no matter which way you part your hair. And at the very top of your head, this little part is called the apex. Go ahead and section this part off. It also extends right behind the ear. We're gonna be creating 4 quads or 4 big ass sections. Woo! Got a rat in there. Found a little clip back there, a little surprise for my eyes. Now we're gonna start applying this. Couple key points here. I prefer to start in the front 2 quads because I'm only really worried about what I can physically see. I honestly never really worry about the back of my hair. Like I usually don't even have like hair extension tracks in the back of my hair because I just don't care. I'm only worried about what's in front of me, not what's behind me. Use your own preference though. You may want to start in the back, that's up to you. But just know that these are gonna be processing first and probably look the best, so keep that in mind. We also wanna be mindful to not overlap lightener. If you put bleach over bleach over bleach, that causes the hair to snap break in half, or worst case, turn into spaghetti. Or I guess that's best case. I don't know, it's pretty bad either way. I'm going to be focusing mainly on this very small dark portion, my natural hair color, but I am going to be kissing it with a brush where it has a little bit of yellow, but I'm not going to be oversaturating. And again, I'm moving extremely quick. You want to move as quick as you can because not only is this on the scalp, we want it to process pretty evenly, and the only way that's going to happen is if we get this done at almost the exact same time. So I'm going to start by outlining my first quadrant. So we should have our quadrant outlined. Now this should not burn. You may feel like a little sensation of something different, but it should not be like, oh shit, I can't stand this. If it is a tolerable sensation and it's kind of bothering you, but not really, you can put Sweet and Low artificial sweetener on it, the one in the pink packet. That will reduce the burning and the itching. Little pro tip. It's kind of, I don't really know how or why that works. Just some redneck thing we always do in the salon. Just pour it on there, you'll be fine. It definitely does help. In the salon, we would do diagonal, but it's easier to do it horizontal or this way at home. So we're going to take a super thin subsection. You should be able to pretty much read a newspaper through this because we want to make sure we don't have any peekaboos, little stripes or little spots. And you're going to do the same thing. We're just covering up our root area. You do the front of this, flip it over, do the back side. I am wearing tape-in hair extensions, and I'm actually going to skip over any parts that I have tape-in hair extensions. You can absolutely put lightener, or if you have a darker color, over this, but I choose not to because lightener tends to break up the weft or the bond, the glue, and loosens them. I'm trying to keep these bad bitties in here as long as possible, so I just let my new growth be. Now we're going to lay all this down because we do want to give this some air pockets. See how it has these little whoop, de whoop, de whoop. If it's all smushed together and you with your comb or brush, don't do that. It's not gonna be able to have airflow and breathe. Woo, this is already moving pretty fast, so we better speed up, ladies. Now on to the other side. Take the clip down, and mine is processing extremely fast, as it should, because it's 30 volume, so I need to hurry up, but we're going to repeat it. Outline the quad. Taking a super thin subsection, should be able to read through it, doing the front, which you already did because we outlined it, doing the back. Repeating the process. Go ahead and slice that off. It is easier if you take the subsection first instead of putting the color down first. Get some color on the brush, do the top, flip it over, do the bottom. And we're gonna repeat this. And I'm running in some hair extensions, so we're gonna have a problem coming up. And I actually have quite a bit of hair extensions on this side. So I'm gonna be skipping around kind of in a messy way to avoid those. I'm just gonna try to work in between them the best that I can without hitting that weft. Got a lot of wave. Now this is processing super fast. The processing time varies greatly. It doesn't have a set time. You definitely don't want to exceed, in my opinion, 30 minutes, but some people will say 45, but to me, 30 minutes is, actually 30 minutes of doing anything is 30 minutes too long, okay? But how you check is just by kind of taking your brush, or you can take a towel and rubbing it. And you can see, wow, that's pretty bright. Now it does look yellow. We're not concerned about the tonality of it, which means we're not concerned about, is it yellow, is it orange, is it red? We're concerned about the level of it. Is it the lightness or darkness that I'm looking for? And this is pretty dang close, so it's almost time for us to shampoo it out. It is damn near impossible and also not recommended to bleach or lighten your hair to a stark white, like this towel. That removes all of the pigment or melanin in the hair, and your hair is usually damaged. It can be done, but it usually does damage your hair. So more times than not, you will have a yellow tint. Don't worry about that because that's where the toner at the end is gonna come in. So I see, wow, mine is really going here. I'm gonna go back through again and kind of swipe it lightly, give it a little kiss to get that yellow band out, but being very mindful not to slap it on there. So I actually don't have time to go through the back because by the time I'm done kissing this band of yellow, this stuff's gonna be ready to rinse, folks. So I will do the back in a separate application, which in all honesty, I couldn't even show you on camera anyway, because I used a 2-mirror method. I have a mirror over there, which I can't get to because of the camera. And then I use this mirror over here, and I just basically do my best. Now, it does work better if you have a buddy, like quickly slap it on there for you, but it's just me today, so I'm gonna use the 2-mirror method. It'll be fine. Ooh, this is actually looking nice because I haven't used this brand in a long time. So I wasn't really sure how this was gonna turn out. Oh, and that's kind of dark. So you see that like dark? I'm gonna kiss any parts that are dark because I wanna get rid of that. I'm looking for this very bright, refreshed look today. Ooh, this is getting messy here in this bathroom. Same thing with the other side. This is processing very, very quickly. So we're almost done and ready to shampoo. But we have this little band of discoloration and a little bit of level 8 in here. We need to get rid of that. So we're gonna kiss. We're not smushing it down and compacting. We're definitely not rubbing our fingers in it. We don't wanna mush the bleach into our scalp. Shame, big no, don't do it. Just a little kiss. And I also like to take my brush vertically and do one of these. So I have like a little balayaged highlights on some places that are uneven. Also would have been easier if my hair was like straight, but I always like to do this kind of application on dirty hair because the scalp is more oily, has more oil in it, and it makes it burn less if it's gonna burn. But in all honesty, this actually doesn't burn, so I'm surprised because sometimes the Sally stuff, it is comparable to some professional lines, but most of the time in my experience, it smells really bad and it burns really bad, but this is actually not burning at all, and it's working. I'm a Pravana slut, so I use pretty much everything Pravana, like color-wise. Oh, woo, get off my ear, because that is gonna hurt my ear. Everything Pravana, I love Pravana, and mainly just because that's all I've ever used in the salons. Well, one salon I worked at, we used Aveda, and that was hell to learn, and Aveda's nice, but it's all vegan, organic, whatever, and sometimes you just need chemicals, folks. You just need chemicals. There's a little dark there. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And that's about all I can get on that with my hair extensions, not to ruin that bond. Because I may not even do the back, honestly. Yeah, I'm probably not even gonna do the back because I really don't give a shit about the back. I'm just gonna do this like part here to make it look like I did the back and call it a day. Plus I'm out of lightener. Now I'm gonna go through and check because I do like to make sure like my hairline is covered because I hate when I have little spots on my hairline when I wear my hair up because it's already like you can already see my extensions hanging out. I'm trying to look as less trash as possible here. A little trash, but more so class, you know what I mean? Like I don't want anybody to know I'm doing this shit in my bathroom, okay? Okay, like here, woo! Here, we got an orange party. Get rid of that right now. So that is where I'll take it vertically and kiss it, but we're kind of kissing it like a French kiss on this one because it is orange. The toner that we're gonna apply and any toners aren't going to lighten it anymore. It's only gonna cancel out unwanted tones, red, yellow, orange. So I need to get this up a little bit lighter because the toner won't do shit if I put it on there. It's just gonna be like a waste of product, you know what I mean? Now before I rinse it, I'm gonna go through and make sure I just didn't miss anything, just kind of picking at it, but I'm not touching my scalp. I don't wanna accidentally scrape my scalp with this pointy stick, the end, and get a cut, because you can cut yourself with these, especially if you're using a cheap ass one like me. You can cut yourself, the bleach in the cut, ouch, hurts, don't do it. So I'm just gonna go through and make sure there's nothing that I missed because we're coming to the point where we need to shampoo this out. We're running out of time. We got a little dark there, cover that gal up. Woo, I think I'm good. All right, folks, now it's time for me to shampoo this out. I'm gonna go in my kitchen sink and I'm just using Redken All Soft shampoo and conditioner because that's what I have. And then we're going to towel dry it and do the T18 toner. So I'll be right back. So I just got done shampooing it and I towel dried it. And as you can see, we have a lovely shade of orange or tonality of orange, but it's at the level I like. So that is perfect. So don't be alarmed if yours kind of looks the same. That's just the process of lightening our hair. The most popular toner that Sally's carries is by the brand Wella, and it's called T18. They were actually out of that at my Sally's, so I went with the generic value products, which is Sally's private labeled one of T18 Icy White. It's basically the same thing, or according to the Sally's rep, it's basically the same thing. To be completely honest, I haven't used T18 by Wella since beauty school, so are we like 11 years? I don't know, too many years, and I have never used it in this generic value products. So this will be my first time. This particular one will cost you $4.79 if you have a Sally's card or $5.99 if you don't. We're gonna be following manufacturer's directions for this, and it says to use a bottle. I don't have a bottle here, so I'm gonna be using a brush, which means it's gonna be sloppy town, folks. I'm gonna put this nice, do you see this? This is really good. I got this at Goodwill. It's got diamonds and cats. I'm gonna put this on so I don't ruin this shirt that I got off eBay. I have medium length hair, so I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 tablespoons of the color to 4 tablespoons of the developer. And the recommended developer that they suggest to use is 20 volume. And if you're still a little confused about toners, I have a video. I'll put the card up here. I'll also, again, link it in the description box below. You can check it out later. Let's rock and roll. Woo! Get wild in the bathroom. Woo! Now that smells like some Sally's hair color. Crack the window, folks. Crack the damn window. Okay, you'll also want to wear gloves. It's not gonna burn your hands unless you have cuts on them or stain them, but I would just wear gloves. Get in the habit of wearing gloves. Now, every toner application is different, but typically you just apply it just as fast as you can from scalp or root to ends and let it process with a bag over it. I'm actually gonna focus on my root area and then run it through the ends last because I'm not really sure what this toner is going to do. And sometimes toners will turn the underlining pigment that they are, in this case violet, and I don't want my hair to be violet. I just want it to be, well, it probably will look a little violet, just like an icy white like it says. But I need to focus mainly on the root area because that's the problem area. It does work better if you have a bottle and it's a lot quicker, but I couldn't find one. Oh my gosh, my bang area, whoa, that looks really nice. So that lightener did a good job. But the main thing with this toner is you want to make sure that you're going as quick as possible. And it should go pretty quickly because you're doing it on towel dried hair versus dry hair. So you should be able to speed through this. And unlike the lightener, you can massage it and go like this if you want, but you do want to be careful if you have any open scratches or sores on your head because that's gonna burn like hell. Ooh, this does stink though. Quickly, I'm gonna move to the other side so I can get an even processing time. Ooh, that is yellow, folks. Ooh, shit. That is yellow. I didn't realize that. And if you are wearing hair extensions like me, you can absolutely tone your hair extensions. Well, actually, it depends on the brand of your hair. But the ones I'm wearing are from Amazon, and you can tone color these, cut these, you can do whatever, curl. You can do whatever you want with these. They're kind of the lower tier of hair extensions, but I love them because my hair is like not super healthy, so it matches my unfried hair or my fried hair. One salon I worked at, some gals would be spending about $4 grand on some hair. And then that's just the actual hair. To put it in would be like $3.50 an hour, and this could go on and on and on for hours and hours and hours. Some folks just have too much money, let's just say. Goals, right? Okay, so now I've pretty much hit all of the roots. So I'm gonna quickly run this through my ends with just my hands. And this one does have a processing time up to 30 minutes. Again, I would recommend that you just kind of watch it, take a towel and start moving it around and seeing what it looks like. But I'm probably gonna have to leave mine on for at least 15. But it is starting to make a little bit of changes. Change is good. Change is scary, but change is good. Now, if you have the bottle, that's the best way to do this, like I said, and you'll just take the bottle and kind of squirt it, rub it through. Part it out again, squirt it, rub it through with your hands. It's a very handsy kind of movement. Oh wow, okay, so we're getting places. We're doing the damn thing. You can put a bag or a shower cap over your head. I clearly don't have any shower caps, so we're using a Sally's bag. I'm gonna wrap this all the way up. This works great. You just do The tuck and roll, ladies. Let this process, I'm gonna let mine process for about 15, now probably about 10 more minutes. Shampoo, condition, and blow dry it out, and then I will show you the results. So I'll see you in a few. All right, guys, here it is. And I just did a quick round brush blowout, so nothing fancy. So it needs to be styled and like teased to the Lord, you know what I mean? But this is good for now. And I love it. Now I could have left the toner on a tad longer, I think, because look here, hang on, let me look in this mirror. It is a little, like a little bit yellow, but it's pretty damn good in my opinion. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's actually, I like this better than my Old Faithful toner, which is Pravana 9BV or 9.22. That's my favorite toner. Also the 8.22 is really good too. But anyway, this actually, I'm gonna start using that. I'm gonna start using this generic T18 because I like this sassy ass color. And it's really good because I'm about to do some fun colors for my hair once they come in the mail. So this is a good foundation because the brighter your hair is, the brighter the vibrant colors are gonna be. I like it, and my hair is not damaged. I mean, some of this hair isn't mine, but my real hair is not damaged. Probably a little too white right there, like should put a low light there or something, but anyway, who cares? I'm gonna give this shit a 9 out of 10, folks. I'm giving it a 9 because the toner does smell really bad, but once you get past that, it is fine. This is some salon ready stuff in the bathroom, right? Close enough. All right, ladies, gentlemen, hey, zays and gays, thanks again for joining me here in my bathroom. I can't wait to see you on Sunday. It's Sunday Service Day, episode 14. We are doing something funny, hopefully funny. I mean, it's funny in my head. I haven't filmed it yet, but it's funny to me in my head, so we'll see. I'm a last minute kind of gal. And on Wednesday, we're back with another beauty hair tutorial, something in the beauty realm. Also haven't thought of that yet either. If you haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe. I'm here for you every single week, twice a week, and I will see you next week for something cool. Something